What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to make this video just to go over how I see price and mainly what's going on NQ right now, Nas 100. Like a lot of people are still trying to, trade it right now. And for me personally, I'm just waiting for it to make its mind up and break out of this range that it's been stuck in on the daily time frame. So I'm gonna just jump right into this and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, so coming onto the daily time frame on NQ, as you can see, like we created some highs over here back in October, and yes, we did melt. But at first, this was like a nice correction once because we was over here bullish the whole time. So this was a correction, but we failed to make new highs over here. And also, once we did get around this area, as you can see, if you just look at structure, because I mainly focus on price action, so if you could just look and you could see like the structure that we're getting, right? This is like a range that we've been stuck in, like ever since this happened with November. Um, for the most part, all we have is that we did break out to the downside and we got a new low, right? We have a new low in the market, but as price corrected itself to the upside, we're failing to break above this high, right? And from once we did make this area, this became a no trade zone where price can just do whatever it wants to do within this rectangle, right? That's just my opinion personally. So while people are trading it, like I get that you're seeing what you're seeing and you're looking for trades and entries and so on and so forth. But just me personally, I'm more waiting for price to break back out of this range to then possibly take this trade to the downside because just looking at the overall higher time frame, like we are bearish to the downside, right? Once we did get this range, we ended up making this new low, like I said. From this area, you can see buyers stepped in, but that doesn't really change too much. Like price needs to break above this high for the most part, and this little area to me is just like a fake out because as you can see, price made it up here, and a bunch of sellers stepped in from these highs. If I zoom into it a little closer, you can see by default, like we had a lot of rejection up here, where you can see sellers are stepping in from right here, right? Sellers are willing to participate and push price a little lower. So me seeing that strong signs of rejection, which just gave perfect signs that price does want to go lower, right? And we just started creating lower highs from there on out. But overall, we failed to break above this zone. Like we did not hold above this zone. So the bears started stepping in, but do I want to just take trades within this no trade zone? Nah, not really. Like I don't really want to bet my house on it. So I do have a zone that it did form that you can see on the 1 hour time frame that this is the last low, right? Before we did get this aggressive push to the downside. So right now I'm waiting to see if price can body close under this level, which would also, start showing that we are heading back to the downside. Like right now we're getting lower highs again. So I want to see this start to build up some momentum towards the downside, which no rush on this trade. That's really why I'm deciding to make the video, just to show y'all like sometimes you have to be patient, right? I don't want to just take trades just because I can take trades, right? I want to be patient enough to see what's happening within price. Right now this is looking like a little head and shoulder pattern. So potentially, you know, price is going to tank. Am I going to just jump in the trade? No, I'm going to wait for my principles to align. Maybe put on a small position right here and hold it to the downside. But like I'm saying, this video is not about what I'm going to do. It's more just really understanding like price needs to break out of this low. And in this no trade zone, price can do whatever it wants to do. So I just don't trade it. Right? So if anybody's on board with what I'm doing, all you got to do is wait for price to break below 25,420. Let's just get the exact. So 25,423 flat. It says 0.50, but you could just get in when it's flat. body close, and also pay attention to the price action. But we should be good, right? But just be patient. Literally, just be patient and wait it out. We got a 975 ticks to the downside, so I'm definitely not looking for any trade setups for the night. And for all you other guys that, you do find your setups and people might have opinion about how I trade, that's cool. I'm okay with how I trade. I'll rather wait for price to break out to this downside, but I'm still looking for confluences right around this 1 hourly area of interest. So let's just see how this plays out. I just wanted to make this video once again so people could understand, like, we are actually stuck in a no trade zone. So to force a trade or to overcomplicate it is kind of just overcomplicating. I would advise everybody to just wait, be patient for price to break out to this low, and then maybe we could get a nice sell down to this level. And if it decides to break this level, potentially take this trade to make a new low, because we are on a downtrend, in my opinion, right? So let's just see, right? And also, price can come to this level and just reject it and decide to bounce up. So that's what just makes it make more sense to be a little patient with the scenario. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I'm not gonna make this video too long. My analysis is already written in stone. Just waiting for price to break under these lows and go from there. But I hope y'all stay blessed. And if you're not part of my community, definitely join my free Telegram. It's vibey. I call out these signals in there every day. For Nas 100, it's quiet. I've been giving out signals for gold lately because gold is just in a better place for me. And Nas, it needs to break out. So I haven't been giving any signals on NQ or Nas 100. But stay tuned. And like I said, this is the only play that I'm looking for. So it doesn't change. It's not changing until further notice, right? Lock in.